engine scream and roar. Northwest Truck Series is kicking down the door. Arca rigs are flying, dusting up the pines. Sasquatch in the stands, sipping moonshine. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Three wide in the corner, engines revving high. A southern tradition beneath the northwest sky. Checkered flags are waving, hearts beat like a drum. Sasquatch roars for every single roar. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Guitars are slinging, tracks taking a groove. Northwest boys got nothing to prove. Grabbing gears and rubbing doors. Northwest racers always bringing more. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Watch Northwest Racing with Charles, Wesley, and Jeremy on LSRTV. And maybe Bigfoot too.
You don't just watch this kind of racing, you feel it. You feel it in your chest when the green flag drops, in the dirt hanging in the air. And when you can't be there in person, when the night's long and the engines fire somewhere miles away, that's where we come in. From the front stretch to your front porch, from the stands to your living room, the best racing you'll ever see lives right here. This ain't just a stream, it's the edge of your seat.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say we might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
one of these races pays $750 to $1,000 a win weekly. This race pays $1,000 just to start the event. There's just so much at stake on top of this race paying $30,000 a win. But I think so many guys are just trying to make the show.
$30,000 is on the line here at the legendary Boot Hill Speedway. We're going to go 50 laps in distance.
The most I've ever raced for is $1,000. This is 29,000 more than that.
You won't country stop racing. This is as good as it gets.
You have to go the extra mile in these big races to be able to win them.
The rush, the adrenaline, the people, the charisma.
Dalton Faulkner's going to get the advantage, but here comes Whitehead around the outside.
It's the biggest factory stock race of the year.
It's the best that it could possibly be for grassroots racing.
Factory stock spring nationals and $30,000 richer.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off at RPM Speedway on April 25th. The road to the championship starts here.
The beautiful little Monday night slinging dirt for the best drivers of the Pacific Northwest iRacing League. The Northwest Racing Series, iRacing on LSRTV and CRN. Present to you the Trucks on Dirt. This is the Northwest Dirt Nationals, and it starts tonight here at the world's greatest sprint car capital of the world in Knoxville, Iowa, the Knoxville Raceway. Welcome to coverage. We are ready to have a ball tonight. This is just a fun format. The race, the program, everything is exciting. You got to love Knoxville Raceway. This is the sprint car place of course, Knoxville Nationals, if you will, Jeremy, every year in August. And this place is going to be the night tonight where we have our trucks slinging it, bringing it. A format, nothing like we normally do. I know people are giddy for Daytona. I love Daytona too. But, man, when we run dirt once a year, this is just a special night, buddy. Good evening to you.
Good evening. And we get it 2 times this week.
Yes,
tonight
sir.
And Thursday. So look at that little dirt doubleheader there for the Dirt Nationals for the Craftsman Truck Series here this evening. 150 laps, right? That's going to be that's a lot of talent to be used up here.
100 laps.
100
laps. Yeah. So we're going to break it down for you real quickly to explain our format. Hopefully these pedestrians will get ran over by oncoming traffic. That car was really flying by, speeding. But here, this is what's so cool about this racetrack. And I've been to Knoxville, Jeremy. If you've never been to Knoxville, put it on your bucket list to go. This racetrack is built right in the middle of the town of Knoxville, Iowa. I mean, you see the city, you see the town. That's the track. It's right there nestled off of a busy highway.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like New Smyrna in a way. 44 can be busy at times, but very excited, man. I'm excited to see some dirt slinging here. Lap times are looking, hopefully we get some clean racing, with the dirt, pun intended, but I'm curious. I've not seen the trucks here at Knoxville. I've done it at Eldora personally on the iRacing service, but nothing on Knoxville.
Well, this will be a fun one. Let's explain the format really quickly for those that are asking on Race On information. Here it is. There is no fast repair. They will qualifying. You're missing the Q. 2 lap, no fast repair. 100% fuel capacity. Tires don't matter. We'll throw that out the window. Now we're not y'allifying anymore. It's qualifying. Well, you're missing the Y as well. It's I-I-I-N-G. Qualifying. F-A-Y-I-N-G. Holy cow. And let me explain to you. 2-lap qualifying will lead up to 6. That's what I was told. Up to 6 heat races. 10 laps each. Top 3 transfer. A consi if need be. And the field will start 23 trucks for a 100-lap race that will have 2 stages. Jeremy, we're doing stage racing this year, obviously. lap 35 to lap 100. So there'll be stage 1 to lap 35. Stage 2 will take us to lap 100. There you go. So now you know the format.
There you go. Sounds like the average there for the Spelling Bee Nationals here this evening.
Yeah, if he failed it, by the way. Just want to be honest. You failed your spelling bee. If you get 2 wrong, you're automatically kicked out. So
we don't do letters.
Jeremy, you got weather conditions for us, buddy.
There we go.
Creative.
That's right there. 73 air temp, track temp. Not sure the drivers are curious about the track temp because that's dirt, not asphalt. So most of these guys don't know how to convert that anyways. Wind speed doesn't matter. And time of day, it is 10:56 server time. Overcast skies, but it's nighttime, so even the clouds don't even matter. So that air temp is probably going to be the most notable thing on this list here, other than approaching midnight here at Knoxville.
You must have had like a weather delay or some storms pass through, and it's going to be a late night here at Knoxville. So that's all I can tell you. If we're racing at 11 o'clock at night, normally they got a curfew. They got to be done at 11 o'clock at night. So we're in the sim. We can do whatever the hell we want to do. So Jacob, obviously, I was talking to him earlier at Nazareth about them running this, and I said, guys, we need to look at them doing a dirt race because a lot of iRacing leagues, Jeremy, they don't do dirt leagues anymore. So I'm really happy that the Northwest has got us with a dirt race. Like you said, we've done Eldor, we've done Charlotte before. We even had a dirt super late model Northwest series a couple of seasons ago. It didn't go as well. Let's just say it didn't go as good as it went with R&D, but nonetheless, we did have it. But man, the Northwest trucks at Knoxville, I think it's just going to be really fun to watch these guys. I said sling it and bring it. They're going to be doing it. These virtual fans and our audience watching are going to be treated to a fun show tonight, I believe. Yes, sir.
Yep, they really will, and I'm glad they kept dirt on the schedule, too. I mean, some people might say it doesn't belong in the trucks, but, I mean, at least ARCA in real life, they do it once a year, right? So
twice a year.
Twice a year. Okay, so they're keeping it alive for sure.
Yeah, Springfield and DeCoin is where they run at.
Springfield and DeCoin. Appreciate that correction.
Hey, we got point standings. Oh my God,
wow.
Jeremy, we got points. Look at this.
He did say he had something special for us, and this is it. No way.
I'm confused. I don't know how the hell it's come out to be what it is, but there it is.
Here's your Google Excel sheet right here.
Car driver after Daytona, Gateway, Atlanta. There they are. And, well, wait a minute. Gateway's tonight. So, wait a minute. Gateway was last week. My apologies. So we ran Daytona first, then we ran Atlanta, then we ran Gateway. They're a little bit behind schedule, but that anyhow, those are your 3 races so far. There's your point standings, and it looks like Tyler King right now is holding on to the points lead in the spring truck division, Jeremy.
It looks like it's sorted by starters. 41,
Can we
37,
zoom in and make
36.
it bigger? I mean, I'm sorry to be picky, but the letters are too small. The numbers, can we zoom in and make it bigger?
I guess you just really got to focus on the blue numbers on the far right side. So 154 for Tyler King, 23 points over Kenneth Garber in the 94. It looks like in Ryan Bay, top 3. 34 points out. Yeah, look at this. We finally got something.
Glad they finally done something over the weekend. Yeah, proud of him.
Very cool. You get your top 20. I don't know if we need to see every track stat like that here on the screen, but at least just keep this thing plastered, Charles, and eventually people will get to go through all the stats.
Yes, sir. And we're going to go racing here in about 30 seconds time is what we've been told. You've already known the format, obviously the point standings, the weather conditions as we're approaching 11 o'clock at night. And we are about mere moments away from getting ready for heat races. Remember, there will be, looking at the entry list, I'm looking about 24 trucks look like they're signed in. So, yeah, well, maybe they'll start all of them. I don't know. Oh, they're only starting 23 trucks. So somebody's going to get the shaft, if you will. So, Jeremy, they're not wasting no time. I'm understanding we're going to have 2 heat races, 12 in one, 11 in the other. Here's the lineup. Brian Barnes to the pole for heat number 1. To the outside, Josh Childress. Row number 2, Dylan Matthews and Gary Nichols. Row 3 on the grid will find Bay Adamson and Devin Matthews. Row number 4 will find Ray Fournier as well as Jason Leake. Top 10. Now that's it. So they're probably going to break it down into, they're doing 3 heat races, right? So I'm understanding the 8 fastest qualifiers made it into the race already. So there'll be 2 heat races, consies, if you will, in the back.
And look at
All
this.
right.
They reset the track state.
And
Fresh
everybody,
track out
yeah, I'm loving it. And everybody, it looks like, for this matter, is going to transfer in this heat race, Jeremy.
Yeah, should be. Should not have anyone discounted. It's just who's going to file in for the last 16 spots on the grid here and should be going green flag this time. All right, Wes. Do we go bottom all the way through this this first, or do we spread this thing out early?
I would say get in line, tuck nose to tail. Don't do anything crazy because you're all going to transfer to the A main. As already the number 6 blinking there for Dylan Matthews. Nonetheless, the pace truck will be coming down to the pit lane here, and we will be looking for a green flag this time by. It is again the top 8 drivers that lock themselves in from qualifying. Everyone else is going into 2 10-lap heat races. Right now, time to sling it on the dirt here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Green flag in the air. We're underway in heat 1.
Look at it. Let's go here. File off in the 1. You say take it easy. You are on the nose to tail, but if you're not kicked out of the race, just full send it, man. Learn this truck and race conditions. Throw it everything you can because you're still going to race in the main feature here at 400 laps. Early lead, Brian Barnes in the 4, showing him how it's done on dirt. But Childress still qualified good, and he's put on a good show here. He runs a little bit lower than Brian. He's going to gain him quite a bit. One truck looks like Gary Nichols in the 8 going to go outside early, and he's going to learn why you don't do that with a clean track.
And how about the racing surface? You know, we kind of mentioned it earlier. You talked about it, that it is like a, if you will, new racing surface that's very slimy, tacky, if you will, right now as they work their way across the stripe. Look at Barnes in the lead, but there is the number 8 machine. That, of course, is Nichols' truck. Watching all these guys working their way around the racetrack now as we're closing in on 8 to go, a couple of laps in. Oh, 19 in the wall.
Man.
Hang on, Adamson. B. Adamson with a problem.
Yeah, that thing hit the wall a ton there, that guardrail. But it looks like visibly his truck looks pretty okay. He's just, he's learning out there. 26 going way wide here, Ray Fournier. Looking to dig in on the outside. Trying to make the pass over Matthews. Side to side, finds the contact. It's so hard there, Westland exit on the outside, because the truck has to straighten up, but it wants to slide into the outside wall at the same time, so you lose a lot of momentum if you run too wide.
Yeah, a little excitement there a moment ago as we watch these guys dive into the corner. Watch this B. Adamson and Ray Fournier now side by side behind the Granger machine of Matthews in 96. Halfway home, Jeremy. 5 down and 5 to go. This is exactly what they need to do.
Yes, sir. Here comes Fournier back to the bottom after learning the top's not the way to go. He's going to try to slide the 19. Bay Adamson gets it done. Doesn't overdrive exit. Almost oh man, Bay just destroyed it again. We're learning in real time way back here. This is kind of the battle on track. Oh, 2 trucks heavy to the wall. Oh my gosh, this is going to bring a caution on the stage. No
cautions in heat. No cautions in heat races. This will make the show go by quicker. No cautions in heat races.
2 fenders off. That was a heavy contact. They're all been out of this thing as you're focusing on the race. Oh, actually, this is lapping here. Yeah, this is second place. Childress actually race lead. He took the lead over the 4.
He sure did. He got around Barnes, but all that chaos happened, and they just put Leake a lap down as well, who crashed a moment ago. Nonetheless, we stay green. Here comes Josh Childress coming down the front straightaway. CRN 1 to go. White flag in the air. Final lap remaining here in heat race number 1.
What a lead. What an exchange. I thought Brian had a good start, but as the track starts to wear in just a little bit, Childress really just starting to excel here. And off the corner is going to take the checker flags here.
What a job.
Great job, really. Just impressive back half of that heat there.
Josh Childress will take the checkered flag, and that will conclude heat number 1. It's Josh Childress over Brian Barnes. Then it's, of course, Dylan Matthews, Gary Nichols, Devin Matthews, Ray Fournier, Bay Adamson, and Jason Leake, who had a crash, damaged his truck, but he finishes a lap down. A fast heat race done in under 4 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to grid them again for heat race number 2. And my buddy, Jeremy Stanley, has got the starting lineup for this one.
Row 1, Seth Cooper in the 98, Toby Ritters in truck 3, outside P2. Row 2 in 3rd place, BJ Chidrick in the 72. Frank Karras in 4th in the 77. Row 3, Ron Hunter in P5, 6th place to the outside. Trevor Fetchner in truck 12. And row 4, actually we're going to go back to row 1. So if you missed it, Seth Cooper and Toby Ritters. As my producer says, whoops. Skips it. Hopefully, there we go. Row 4, Brett Johnson, truck number 7, and William Fetchner in truck 28 in 8th place. And there, finally, is your second heat starting line.
And by the way, I'm hearing from 24 trucks will start this race. So eight made it in from qualifying. So there's your first 4 rows. And then there's another heat number 1 that took everybody. Heat number 2 is on track now. That should be 24 starters. So I would think everybody would start the race. Right. I hope they don't send one truck home because of a 24 truck field. I just don't think that's right. Anyhow, it's not my call. Let's go to racing here. So we'll get ready to go to green here, Jeremy, and this will be another 10-lap heat race. I'm kind of disappointed in the truck count. I ain't going to lie to you. I would have figured we had 50. You know, we ran on the pavement and had 50, 60 entries the first 2-3 races of the year, and now we end up with only 20, 24, 25 trucks.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in our Northwest people up there. Not going to lie to you.
We want to see numbers, right? But when it comes to road courses and dirt tracks, the numbers always trickle down just a little bit. So it's not like it's unexpected. But this is about 15 less than what we started with in the season. As we get to the green flag, jump on the throttle early. Toby Ritters finds it quickly. You can't just go full throttle at the green flag. The 72 BJ is going to take P2 momentarily. And here comes Toby on the top. He's actually got a really good run off of 2. Dives into the bottom side of 3. To the left rear quarter pedal to 72. Good race here momentarily as BJ, great launch opportunity.
Backing away, and we're a lap in as Seth Cooper now leading the charge.
Been talking about all season long, doing a great deal of just awesome races to start the season off. Showing, oh, hold on, 30, checks up in front of Brett Johnson. Hunter makes contact with him, nose to tail there, looks like no harm, no foul. Seth Cooper continue even on dirt, showing to impress here tonight.
Remember, no cautions in heat races. That'll make it go by quicker as Seth Cooper now leading the way. And notice, Jeremy, that the track is beginning to rubber up, right? It was slimy, it was slick when we first started. Now the track's starting to get a little rubber on it, starting to get some character, if you will, on the back straightaway and on the front here as they cross the line.
And all that does widen this thing out more and more, and you go to the bottom, that's the fastest, but as it slicks off and the rubber starts to build up, You don't go all the way to the top, but you're going to start running that second and third lane more consistently, and that's going to produce a fantastic race. As we're watching the 98 just slinging it here. Got a 5-6 truck length advantage over Toby Ritters. Frank Harris holding on tight there in P3.
Off of 4, across the line. It is the 77. How about that? Rocking the Oregon Ducks, and that is the man, Frank Harris. Good solid run for him in third right now. We're halfway home in Heat 2. Final preliminary of the night before we go 100 laps tonight here at Knoxville, Jeremy.
Before we go here, watching Harris by himself. Here's a little group of trucks here. It's the 30 of Hunter and the 7 of Johnson as they starting to get lapped down here. You saw BJ in the 72 right in front. Actually, no, he fell off quite a bit. It's not lapped. I thought they were after that initial contact there a few laps ago, but the 72 is just falling off here quite a bit. 9 seconds back off the race leader here, Mr. Seth Cooper in the 98. Come 2 to go. This is still the best battle on track at the moment.
Johnson up high. There's Hunter down low, and that's the 7 and the 30 for 6th and 7th spot. Coming down to the end of this one. Final laps remaining. Seth Cooper in the lead. Here he comes to the white flag. It's the CRN1 to go. Final time around.
All by his lonesome here, slinging it wide. Kicking that rear end out really sideways, and it's gripping well on corner exit. Really, look at him just slinging the tail here. That's really what's propelling Seth around this track. Off of 3 and 4. No other trucks in sight. Easy checker flags here for heat number 2.
A very fast heat race number 2 in the books, and it's the driver, Seth Cooper, getting it done in truck number 98. Toby Ritters, Clifford, the Daytona winner, will settle for 2nd position. Trevor Fetchner finishes 3rd. BJ Tidrick, Frank Harris, the top 5. Johnson, Hunter, and Fletcher, the way they finish. William Fletcher, by the way, did not start the race as he is a scratch. And that will conclude heat race number 2. So the drivers, Jeremy, are back on track. They are about to get a 5-minute warm-up session, if you will. If you're familiar to dirt track racing, this is a hot lap practice session, if you will. Shake the truck down, get the temperatures warmed up, fluids warmed up in the cockpit, get ready to go racing. After 5 minutes, they'll grid, and we'll be ready to go racing, and they're going to put some more rubber down on the racetrack as well.
Yep. Track's going to be flooded full of trucks making final adjustments to either the racing line or brake bias or steering ratios, whatever they got to do here to settle in here for 100 laps. You see right there, that's a good telling of how the track's already progressed after just 20 laps. A lot of loose dirt up top. It's starting to get really packed there on the inside. And that darker stuff is where the trucks are going to eventually start chasing up the track.
We are going to take a break. When we come back, we set the stage for the big one coming up next here for the Knoxville Dirt Race in the Northwest Racing Series Spring Division trucks here at Knoxville. Back in a moment.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off at RPM Speedway on April 25th. The road to the championship starts here.
One of these races pays $750 to $1,000 a win weekly. This race pays $1,000 just to start the event. There's just so much at stake on top of this race paying $30,000 a win. But I think so many guys are just trying to make the show.
$30,000 is on the line here at the legendary Boot Hill Speedway. We're going to go 50 laps in distance.
The most I've ever raced for is $1,000. This is 29,000 more than that.
You want country stop racing, this is as good as it gets.
You have to go the extra mile in these big races to be able to win them.
The rush, the adrenaline, the people, the charisma.
Dalton Faulkner's going to get the advantage, but here comes Whitehead around the outside.
It's the biggest factory stock race of the year.
It's the best that it could possibly be for grassroots racing.
Factory stock spring nationals and $30,000 richer.
Welcome back, everybody, to coverage of the Northwest Racing Series. Trucks on the dirt at Knoxville for the spring division. Wesley Outland, Jeremy Stanley. Let's grab the heat race winners very quickly before they grid. Josh Childress, what a good job, man. What do you take out of Heat 1 to now set yourself up for a feature and look for that first ever win in the Northwest Racing Series?
Hey, Wesley, how you guys doing? You know what? We're just going to send it and see what happens.
Seth, I guess I'll ask you the same question because you guys are gridding. What do you got to do, buddy?
Yeah, it's my first time ever running these on dirt. It's pretty fun. I wish I would have done a little better in qualifying, but we got some ground to make up here. I think we're gonna do pretty good tonight, though. I'm excited for it.
There's the thoughts of Josh Childress and Seth Cooper. They'll go back to their spots in the team chat and get ready to go for racing. Jeremy, what do you say, man? It's going to be a fun 100 laps.
Yeah, I want to see him turn loose. I want to see what it looks like. I know we saw some spaced out heats there, but when you get all of them bunched up, especially the top 8 that qualified the fastest, it's going to get chaotic, not just off the start, right? But as you get 20, 30, 40 laps in and the back half of the field falls to the leaders, you got slow versus fast trucks, and it's multiple grooves, it could cause some issues and shake this field up.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take a look at the starting lineup with Travis Barnes and Kenneth Garber on the front row in the Knoxville 100. We'll give you the format in just a moment. Row number 2. We'll find Ryder Shiflett with Sean Brightsman on the outside. Row 2. Row 3, Tyler King and Jeff Stabnow. On row 4, Troy Daggett and Kyle Matthews. Row number 5 will find Josh Childress and Seth Cooper. They are the heat race winners. And midway through the packet, row 6, Jeremy, it finds Brian Barnes and Toby Ritters.
Row 7 on back, Dylan Matthews in truck 6. And 14th place to the outside, Trevor Fetchner in truck 12. Row 8, 15th, Gary Nichols. Truck number 8 to the outside, BJ Chidrick in 72 and 16th. 17th place, you'll find the 96 of Devin Matthews. And the green 77 of Frank Harris in 18th. And then the top 20s, Ray Fournier. The 26, Brett Johnson, P20, truck 7. Then you got Bay Adamson in the 19. Ron Hunter in truck number 30. And last row, Jason Leake 50. And William Fetchner should be the final entry if he does start, which I don't think he is. But he's listed as the 24th entry in tonight's race.
There's the lineup. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So preliminary laps underway. Hey, look at them rocking that Speed Channel colors. There, of course, is Travis Barnes. Jeremy, remember, he won last week at Gateway in ARCA. Will he be able to carry this momentum into a truck win tonight? We'll find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. I have no idea. Being dirt, there's so many different variables that can happen. I just don't know. But I do know some of the fastest guys on the asphalt are also kind of somewhat the fastest here so far in the practice and the heat races. So, about to find out as we turn them loose. 23 trucks, 100 laps. Let's make this thing fun, man.
Ready to go to racing. Barnes and Garber on the front row. 100 laps. Remember, there's 2 stages. First stage to lap 35. Caution will be displayed. Top 10 get stage points. And then another stage to lap 100. Here we go. It's time to go truck racing at Knoxville. We're underway.
0-10. Travis with a decent launch here. 3-4 truck lengths over Garber. Look back here a little bit through the field around 10th place. Looking at Troy Daggett, the 99. Gets choked up a little bit by the 20. Oh, the 34. Matthews gets loose. Hangs on to it. Seth Cooper makes some contact as he slides his way. Power move there by the 98.
Got to stay in line as we're 3 wide down, multiple positions around the racetrack. But for right now, everybody, well, there goes the pyro, a little late than ever, flying through the air. But, I mean, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air. We already took the green.
You already see multiple trucks, including the 46 there, Bryceman, working that darker dirt area. That's where the looser stuff for the grip might be found the most right now. Right now he does on this corner set. Falls in line, single file, goes most. Ooh, got one truck in the back, turned around. Number 34 possibly. Yeah, there it is. Caution's out for the first time left.
Yep, Kyle Matthews with a problem there. As he'll go around in the 34. Watch this. Here's a replay. Caution out, 3 laps in. And there you see what happened. Caution laps do count, by the way, in this race also, Jeremy. To make the lap go by, to make the race go by quicker, caution laps do count.
Laps do count good, and you don't really have much tire wear at all, so you're not going to see pit stops, only for damage. So it should just quickly accelerate these things to get rolling as soon as possible. But I kind of expected an early caution or two. I would not to be surprised on that one. But yeah, it was a pretty chaotic restart though, or start of the race. You got a couple of drivers separated, then there was still a lot of side by side, and they could not clear each other. And inevitably, when this track loosens up like that, you're going to find some contact, and the 34 found a little bit too much.
So the yellow flag out. Travis Barnes right now leading the way in that speed channel. Entering Kenneth Garber second, Ryder Shiflett. Jeff Stabnow, Sean Breitzman currently your top 5 as, again, we will get them all reset and prepare to go for a restart here. Shouldn't be a very lengthy caution, Jeremy. We should be ready to go right back to green here in a minute.
Yep, pace truck lights off. Should be a quick in and out here. And see how the 0-10 handles his first restart. Had a fantastic launch on the opening lap. And, you know, that's the best way to do it. No trucks around you, just pull ahead. Let's see if Garber can learn from the 0-10 start. Maybe he can time it just a little bit better, hang tight with him. Has a decent truck. Could possibly win this thing. Here we go, pace truck down. Throttle's at the ready. Don't overdo the throttle here. And green flag back in the air.
Back to racing with still 7 of 100 laps, 93 to go. Still a long way to go in this one. And remember, they will take you to lap 35 for the stage break. 3 wide. Look at now this one. Daggett loose on the high side. That's Stabnow and Breitzman door to door. And Childress on the bottom.
Childress on the bottom. Cooper gave up the 3 wide to follow right behind the 39 of Childress here. 39 a little loose. He's going to get rear contact almost. Seth Cooper has to slam the brakes. Keeps it off the 39. As he now gets to the inside there. Childress hanging on for dear life early on here. Oh, the camera actually cut off at a bad time. Cooper right to the perimeter on the bottom. Chokes up right behind the 39 again. Seth Cooper has a truck, but he's just got to break away from this traffic that's around him. Once he can get single file and put off some actual lap times, he's going to be there. He just has to put a little extra work to get there.
He's got to keep digging, Jeremy. That's all you got to do, man. Just keep digging, right? Just don't stay, keep the fenders on it. okay, if the fenders get tore off, it's a dirt track, you might still be able to race competitively, maybe. Right?
No downforce required here. It's all
Exactly.
suspension and tire, baby. Take the fenders off. You don't need them. You're only there to protect the tire. You saw the 98 is able to slide so deep in the corner. It really just helps his overall lap speed. A couple of trucks can do it, but not 34. Dylan after just continuing to have a rough night here in Knoxville.
What did that guy say? Agent Seymour Simmons say in Transformers? If we're going out like men, right? Caution out. Hey,
Lap
Gary Nichols
13.
around lap 13. Yes, sir. Gary Nichols. There it is.
That front end looks like his nose got pushed in quite a bit. Actually, here's already pushed in right here. So damage from prior wreck. Let's see what happens here. All by his lonesome right now. Not sure. Oh, he just slid it too deep, and he's facing the wrong way, and bam! 50. Jason Lee just finds him. Some damage to the 50 and 8. 8 area previous damage though, Wesley. So not his first wreck here tonight.
Just simply lost it. There you go.
The old wave around here looks like possibly. This is looking tempting. Maybe not. Wasn't sure if those are going to be instated.
I mean, for the most part, Jeremy, I think these guys are doing a really good job. I mean, yeah, they're racing, 2 cautions in 13 laps. Not that bad.
Yeah, really not. Yeah, and the laps are actually flying by a little bit quicker than I thought they would. When I saw the 100 laps, I was like, this might be a longer race than what we're thinking, but actually it's not going terrible. Going terrible here. Racing's been good. What's your early take?
I think we're seeing guys hang back, right? I think there's still plenty of racing left to go, and I don't think we're seeing any of the front runners starting to climb. And I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Travis Barnes or Kenneth Barber, because it looks like they've got a really good strategy. They're up in the front right now, Jeremy. They're in the clean air. Keep an eye on these guys that are in the back that are racing, like Stabnow, Breitzman, maybe even Childress and Seth Cooper, your heat race winners. They're climbing. They're in it. Pace truck's in. We're coming to the line. Lap 16:35, stage 1, under 20 to go as we come back to the restart zone out of 4. Very awkward camera angles as well, guys. That's a very awkward camera angle because that was the front straightaway camera on the restart.
Stabnow. Man, just can't catch a break. Slams the wall there off a turn 2. They're stacking them up here. 3 wide, 4 wide. Stover River just bounced off 4 wide. Knoxville. Didn't go well. Somehow make it through there. 2, 3 wide still. 3. 2 wide. Yeah, the cameras are not fantastic here, but at least we're, for the most part, able to get some good angles. Depending on where they're at on the track. BJ skims by the 24 here. I'm surprised Jeff's truck doesn't look worse than what it does.
Travis Barnes in the lead. Kenneth Garber second. Look at this now. Behind that is Shiflett, Childress, Breitzman, Matthews. All this going on right there. A big wad of traffic slinging the clay here at the National Sprint Car Capital of the world, here at the Knoxville Raceway on iRacing. Watch them now. Look at Childress. He's got a line working better than anyone else on the outside lane, it's looking like, Jeremy.
He's not the only one venturing that high, but he's the one doing it the most consistent and with the quickest pace. Right now he decides to go to the bottom of the 2, which is kind of surprising. I thought maybe he'd go to the outside to make that pass over Shiflett. Does not, and now he has to back up. Here we go. Now he's back to the top, right where I expected him to go. look at it just in that darker stuff. Gives up the center and entry, but man, on exit, look at this. Going to clear the 46, gets to the 2. If he just do this for a few more times, he might be able to pass Ryan. Ryan chokes up there the loose stuff. Here we go. Yep, now they're going to be side by side, front straightaway.
Look at Childress and trying to throw some blocks on Brightsman. And while that goes on, battles Ryder, Shiflett of the Black Rifle Coffee Company, number 2 to the inside. Harris on the bottom as well. 77 losing pace. And they all bypass him like he's a sitting duck, if you will, in the Oregon Ducks truck, pardon the pun.
No, full puns intended every single time. I welcome that. 46, he's going to join. He's been kind of tinkering with that outside time to time, that's Sean Brightsman, but the way Childress is doing it, he saw it. He's running up there. He can't slide it as far back as the 39 can, but he's still making time. Shiflett, he's going to be 3-4 truck lengths behind Childress. Brightsman looking to make the pass now over the 2. Travis Barnott able to clear out on this longer run here. Al Garber only 3/10 out. Childress looking to maintain 7/10 out as we're a quarter of the way through the race.
Keep an eye on that 39 of Josh Childress. I'll tell you what, he has caught power, and he is making it work.
Caution, 27 here, 96. Looks like causing the third caution this evening, Devin Matthews. We'll kick it to the LSRTV replay, of course, and figure out exactly what happened. Well,
oh, it looks like he just disappeared.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Brett Johnson. That may be Brett Johnson's fault there. He disappeared for the Devin Matthews did quite a bit. He reappeared, and then there's no way that Brett Johnson could just change his lane up on a dirt track like that. So just finds the 96 when he reappears. And so that's our form of mechanical failure there, Wesley, on the virtual side. Is the internet connection.
Man. Remember, stage number 1 will take us to lap 35. We're on lap 28 of 35. If you're keeping up with the official distance, there are 72 remaining overall in the race. So we need to pause on the radio. If you're listening, we're back in just a moment.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
We're slinging the dirt on this Monday night for round number 4 of the, of course, Northwest Racing Series Spring Truck Division. I'm Wesley Outland, Jeremy Stanley alongside Mr. Charles Wooten on production. We're at the dirt track at Knoxville Raceway, round number 4. And Travis Barnes, Jeremy, as we come back to green, has been the dirt slinging Pied Piper so far.
No one has been able to touch the 0-10 here. Last restart, Garber had a decent chance. Let's see if he can do it this time around. He's in the slick stuff. Travis, if you notice, he's out of the slick stuff, deep on the bottom there, able to throttle down way easier. But then Mr. Garber gets a great launch off the corner exit of turn 2, kind of compensates for that. Oh, Travis is going to go wide for the first time, exploring some new lanes. Kenneth able to maintain here. Look at Brightsman now, P3, and he's digging over the outside of 39, Mr. Childress.
working. Oh, we got trouble. Oh, man, Toby Ritters, BJ Tidrick have crashed in parts of the racetrack that don't even exist in places you're not supposed to race on. And somehow or another, we are not going to go under caution. Ritters, I think, is retired to the pits. Tidrick bounced off the Armco barrier, and he got back rolling. And look at this, Ritters, what are you doing? Toby!
I like this, man.
What are you doing, Toby?
Parking it. Getting a great view there, Leslie. He gets to watch the race from no other's perspective out there. I kind of like that view.
That
You're going to be
crazy
out of it.
what?
Park yourself in a good spot, man.
That is absolute, just wild what we just saw right there.
Slide up to the third lane up there. Minus now the 39 to Childress. He recognizes that there is a lot of trucks moving top. Well, he's going to switch it up this time here. He's trying to find that bottom speed. If you can hug the brim, maybe sure you can get something to work. But it's just so slick. You see right there, the light shining off the dirt. It's so packed. Oh, here we go. A little loose, a little congested. Caution's out lap 36. We're on the binders. We're going to see what brings up the fourth caution here this evening. No one from the front. Happened somewhere deep in the back.
Yeah, we're trying to find what happened. I'm going to say it's Tidrick and Ritters again. That's what lap 30. No, my bad. It's a stage caution, guys.
You're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
stage
so caught up
caution.
in the race.
Yeah, lap 35, stage caution. Yeah. This is the stage right here. We've completed stage 1. So there you go.
Man, the 0-10 leading every single lap to start this thing off. The Speed Channel truck has speed.
Yeah. Has something. So we have Barnes up in front. Let's bring Travis in here if we can. Because I got a feeling we're not going to see anybody come down to the pit lane. I just don't see it happening, Jeremy. I don't see you giving up position to come to the pits. I don't. Let's bring in Travis Barnes in the Speed Channel. Remember, he won Gateway the other night for the ARCA series. Now doing well on the dirt. Travis, you like these dirt races, bud? Doing good so far?
I don't really care for him too much. Pretty hectic. I'd rather be back on pavement, but leading the race so far right now, can ask for much more.
How does someone who doesn't like dirt, doesn't like being on dirt, lead every single lap here? It looks like you have great handling of the truck so far. What are you doing then that you don't like that's working behind the wheel for you?
This is pretty much the bottom lines where you want to be right now, but as this track rubbers in, you're going to see the groove widen up here. A lot of these guys, Garber and Childress, running the outside, getting track, making some time up. So we'll see some good racing here shortly.
All right, but good luck the rest of the way, man. Got a strong truck there for the EBM team.
Thank you.
There you go. So we'll put him back in his box with EBM. That is green flag. Second stage underway, 61 to go on the clay here at Knoxville. Back underway.
Back underway, green flag. After stage. Oh, Brightsman slides just barely in front of the 39 to Childress. Able to get the launch off out slides. That worked out perfectly for the 46. 94 Kenneth goes way wide this time. Brightsman going to slightly try to undercut him. Ooh, Brian Barnes out of shape there in the back and lose a couple spots. Drops back to the 8.
Got a truck down below. Looks like Ryder Shiflett's truck might be in trouble on the inside as all this goes on. Well, correction, it's on Shiflett's truck. It's another black truck. But nonetheless, we stay under the green flag. Heading to halfway here in about another 8 circuits. Remember, Jeremy, we're slinging the clay on Thursday night with the ARCA battle for the lead. Garber and Barnes going at it. Garber on the high side, can't clear him.
Oh, Oh, here comes the slide. Does it stick? He actually going to keep it to the bottom. Travis is going to do everything to get the launch. Man, what a great launch off the corner. Exit caution. Caution's out. And I think this is officially going to be the first pass of the evening. Kenneth Garber takes the lead. And the 96, Devin Matthews, continuing to have a not-so-good night here this evening. Part of this caution on lap 43. LSRTV replay.
And the Granger truck's having some bad luck tonight. And they had another truck already off the pace as well.
Just too loose, man. That's so loose. Oh, man. Oh,
no.
DJ.
Tendrick.
Yeah. They're just having some bad luck out there. And it's so loose. You saw how slick it is. You see the light just reflecting off the packed dirt. And so you have to slide up. But then at what point you can't go too far up, because then you lose overall time. So then you have to baby the throttle on the corners. And we're not even halfway done.
Exactly right. Coming up on the halfway mark here in a few more circuits. There is 44 of 100 laps completed. We did complete stage number 1. Drivers involved in that accident include BJ Tendrick and Devin Matthews. And obviously we saw what happened with the Garber, now the new leader, as he finally found a way to go for the slider, the crossover, and make it work on the clay to go to the top spot on Travis Barnes. We just spoke to him briefly, who was the stage 1 winner.
He's got to do a little bit of learning here on the slick part there. Look, you see right there. Watch the 94. He's going to try to restart. Pick up there. Let's see what happens on this start. I expect Kenneth, like I said, to run really low. The 0-10, though, I'm not sure what Travis does here. He starts, you have to... Yeah, he gets drive right to the top, Wesley, right, to get any type of speed off the first corner set.
So we'll get ready to bring him back to green. Lap number 46 of 100. Settling into the halfway mark. 54 remaining. Back underway. Just a very, these camera angles are just, yeah, they're atrocious. The back straightaway camera sometimes looks like the, yeah, I know it's not your fault. The back stretch camera looks like the front stretch camera. The front stretch camera, this is the front stretch, right? It looks like a back stretch camera, Jeremy.
It's so hard to tell, man.
Flip-flop Knoxville.
I've kind of got it figured out. Driving off here into turn 3. I'm starting to get the feel of the camera angles just a little bit here off the turn 4. So lap 48. Looking at
probably the best
99.
view I've seen from a start-finish line camera all night, right there.
I love me some close-ups, but man, you really get the feel of where everything's out on the track. You need the wide-angle ones like this, and then keep this angle up. Overall, this is the best camera I think we've had on the broadcast so far. 21, one of the few trucks on the bottom. Trying to pass, look at that, just 5 car loop, or truck loops from top to bottom. Running almost the same lap times. A little tight there. Tyler King keeps it off the 99.
So Barnes in the lead, Garber second. There's Childress, and we're single file.
All the way through, halfway done in this event here. 4 cautions, that's 1 stage plus 3 wrecks. And we're seeing the 0-10 back at the point momentarily, 3/10 over Kenneth Garber. Second lead change of the evening. Mr. Josh Childress inching so close to the 94. I think he's got the front just underneath the left rear of the 94. Childress looking, he's at the door. He just needs to get a little extra grip off corner exit. Maybe a mistake from Kenneth. They're going to switch lanes, 39 to the top.
Way, by the way, already passed us. We're in the second half of the race, and in stage number 2 is right now Childress holding on to the lead, trying to run back down Garber. That's for second. Barnes getting back up in front again. Jeremy, we talked about drivers that might have been climbers, but I'm going to tell you, Barnes might have been a guy playing possum. I really think he was saving something for now, and now he's unveiling how strong his truck is, obviously from the P1 spot from the pole.
Yeah, look at it. He's got over half a second lead now as the second, third place trucks are side by side duking it out really well here. Love to see this battle. Look, he's just, oh man, was that about a foot away from the guardrail off a turn 1 entry? But look at the speed differential, gives it up on entry, but the exit speed is so dominant here. So they're going to start to build that cushion up a little bit late in the going. I don't know if they're going to touch it per se, but the way they're running right now, that's going to start packing up in a hurry.
Look at Childress. Solid run for the 39. He's in second now. He was one of those heat race winners earlier tonight. Started 9th and 10th along with Cooper. As we got a driver on pit road, Bay Adamson's in the pits. He's at 19th.
Oh. No.
Oh, come on, Childress. Hold on, Barnes. Oh, my God, that was so crazy. With a lap truck in the way, the 96 of Matthews on the bottom. And somehow they got away from it, Jeremy. Unbelievable.
No way.
Wow.
Kevin Matthews was there to mess up the race lead, and somehow Childress messes himself up on the pass attempt, sliding it super deep into 3. Crosses himself over. Travis takes full advantage of it. Now they're stacked up, nose to tail, race lead, 60% of the way done.
If that would be known as the move of the race, make no mistake, that would be in the running right there, right now, what just happened. Unbelievable.
We're not done yet. Here's where, look at this battle here. 6-4-21 and the 2. The 2 overcoming some issues. Remember, he was slow a little bit ago. He still rides the P8 right now, 2.5 seconds outside the race lead. All 4 or 5 of these trucks as Troy slides it in deep there in that white 99. Nose to tail here. This is potentially going to be a very good race as well. If someone just wants to go to the bottom and try to make a pass like this, just so tough. He's running the middle, doesn't go to the bottom. That's going to be the best effort to be found. But then that's going to open up the outside for Tyler King. So he closes it on the 6 here. Brian's not done yet.
No, he's not.
Who's here? King almost hits the right rear of the 4. Makes the pass happen. It's a freight train in reverse, man. It's like Bristol. Out here for a NASCAR reference. You go to the top and you get trained from the top side. That's what happens. You got a little bit of risk versus reward on the dirt side.
Barnes back up in front again after all of that chaos that went on, that ensued. Showing that opportunity. It's right now Childress going after Barnes. Look at this now, the 6 free falling, if you will, losing ground. That's the other Matthews.
Dylan out here struggling for a grip. Look at him. He is sawing the wheel left, right. He can't. Oh, no, he's got some issues, man. West, oh, he slams the wall there. He could not get that thing to turn. He tried so hard to get that rear end to kick out. Could not do it. Look at him. He's still sawing on the wheel. Something's gone disarray on the 6.
We'll stay green. So no caution. But gotta wonder if he's going to be coming down to the pit lane anytime soon.
Tyler Scheffler. on a mission. He was just 8th place talking about him 5 laps ago. Now he's in 5th place. That truck number 2 has found some speed. And I think on pace, he's actually faster than your race leader. He's bouncing between like 4.3 and 3.8 seconds back. He lost the ground overall, but now he's in that clean air. Let's see if he can find some momentum and maybe gain a little bit of time.
And while all this goes on, we are still working our way to the home stretch of this one, closing in on 33 laps to go. And honestly, Jeremy, what's turned out to be a pretty entertaining race tonight, man. It's not been a calamity, right? I mean, it's been entertaining.
Yeah, been very entertaining. I expected some chaos whenever the lap truck started falling back, but it really shook up that race lead with the 96 of Matthew. 19 stuck to the outside, while a little bit of a wall glue moment goes to Adams' head. Very slow whenever you get that here on the dirt side. Just crawling to try to get off that wall. No grip to turn left to pull yourself away. Staying green here, coming up to 30 laps to go when they get to the race.
Hey, by the way, I want to remind everybody as well, Jeremy, that we're taking off next Monday night, next Monday and Thursday. We'll be running the dirt race here, obviously, tonight and Thursday night on the dirt. But we will be taking off next week. No races next Monday or Thursday. And then we come back for the final week of April for Texas and Auto Club to kick off the month of May. In the spring division, remember the official national division for the Northwest Racing Series trucks and ARCA will be in the fall. Hope you're just enjoying this spring series. I'm loving it, Jeremy. It's given an opportunity to highlight some new drivers, and obviously it you know, you're getting the best of both worlds, right? It feels like we're getting 4 leagues in 1 year instead of 2 leagues in 1 year.
Yeah, you get that. You get the relaxed feeling in this part of the season, right? The fall is like the big money stuff.
Yep.
Some new drivers showing off here, and here we go. Race for 2nd place. Kenneth Garber wants it back. He's trying the bottom, Wesley, and it's worked, and he's almost got Josh Childers cleared. We're on lap 73 or 74 now. 26 to go. And coming back. Oh, contact actually in the back bumper of the 94 as they try to get around the 7 of Brett Johnson.
Look at this up high as that goes to 50 a leak. The Celsius entry down to the bottom comes Garber. Oh, he's into the metal barrier wall, if you will, because that ain't a safer barrier. That's a metal fence. You hit it, you'll know it. Metal fencing here at Knoxville. Cross the stripe, closing in, Jeremy, on 25 laps to go. Next time by here at Knoxville.
Yeah, you hit a concrete wall and you hear the thud. You hit a guardrail and it screeches your ear out. Caution, caution, with a quarter of the race left.
We literally were following him a minute ago before he spun. There's the 50 again.
I'm going to do you one better. Just a ram. No good on the dirt here so far. Just so slick. One mistake, that's all it's going to take for the 50 crossover. Brett Johnson, heavy contact with his right front. And drive a little backwards before he parks on the top half of the track.
All right. I don't see anybody pitting. Do you, Jeremy? I think you're content with what you got.
Yeah, I think you got the fuel. You don't need the tires. It's too late in the going. If you were to repair something to make anything worthwhile of it, it's just not worth it. So everyone's going to stay out. Maybe the wave around makes a pit stop there. You saw the 72 BJ is going to get on the lead lap. 12 trucks on the lead lap. That might be the only truck you see on pit road. Should be going 2 to green here this time around.
All right, Jeremy. So my question is this, buddy. Does anybody got anything for Travis Barnes? And the reason why I asked this question now is because literally we've seen Garber and Childress strike on the 10, and they might have let him get a lap or lead a lap or two, but then he reaches right back in there and takes that spot and gets it again.
The way that Kenneth had found speed there on the bottom, just recent, tells me that this race for the race lead is not over yet. I think Travis has a lot more work ahead of him. If Kenneth can hook back up to that bottom, we're going to see a 2-truck battle. Maybe the 39 slides it in one more time and makes it stick. Who knows? Green flag back in the air. Great start by the 0-10. Kenneth cannot get down to the bottom. Josh Childress going to maintain there, just above the gripping part of the corner. Here we go. Does he get to the bottom? No, but the 10's going to go up to the top, where most of the speed has been found at this point of the race. Reisman trying to get there to P3. Oh, but here we go. He's found the speed at the bottom. There it is. He found the grip, Wes. Side by side off corner turn 2. Let's watch it here. He's found it. He's found the speed. Not as much as he did in turn 1 and 2. I expect turn 1 and 2 this time. Now watch him. He's going to take this thing.
Just has the better momentum on the bottom, right? I mean, look at Barnes up in the fence. Oh, baby, he's ripping the lip. He's banging off the boards. You want to hear some sprint car talk? That's what's going on right now. And then we go to the crossover on the bottom of the left rear of Garber. And he couldn't clear him yet as they come off 4.
Excellent job to try to squeeze the nose there, but Kenneth leaving no room on the bottom to make the pass down there. He's going to have to make some contact. Oh, but he caught him with a little bit of mistake there off of turn 2. They're door to door. 18 laps to go here. Great battle for the race lead.
Look at Barnes now. Got the momentum. He's on the inside, not on the top now. Garber's hung up on the outside lane. Who's got the preferred line? Garber now works his way up on the outside. Is ripping the cushion. On the bottom of the berm is Barnes, and he's fighting the wheel.
Yeah,
wow.
Can't lean that truck over like that. Gave up way too much speed, and now the 94 Kenneth Garber has the comfort of 2 to 3 truck lengths. 16 laps to go. They both go to the bottom. Oh, and the 39 is going to try to slam the wall for speed. He actually might have found something there, Wes, doing it that way. Look at him. He caught the 10. Does he try it again? Nope. He's going to go right to the tip top of the track. Great carrying of speed all the way through. This ain't over yet. Here comes the 39. He wants to get a piece of that 94 before this thing's over.
Back straight away from that angle, because you see the National Sprint Car Museum from turn 2. That's a really awesome place, by the way, if you've never been there before.
I have not.
Only the
It's
racetrack,
definitely on my
the
list.
museum also, man. It's, oh yeah. Look at this now, up on the top side. There goes Barnes. Barnes now with Childress on the bottom. And we got another battle ensuing. Here comes out the battle for 3rd and 4th and 5th. This is King and Breitzman. Breitzman with a way to rebound after what's been kind of a little bad luck start to the year for the 46 Blizzard injury, if you will, Jeremy. 13 to go.
If you miss the very bottom of this corner, you slide so far up the track, and right there you saw what happened. Oh man, we're gonna stack them up again.
We have a yellow flag, and there it is. It's number, okay. In the dirt world, if you're the same guy that causes the same accident, you get parked. Multiple cautions involving Jason Leak, man. Yeah.
Got a leak somewhere in this truck. Oh, no, actually.
G. Adams been spun, actually, and
Yeah.
leaked nowhere to go, hit him. And look at how close the leaders were to getting involved in this, Jeremy. Man, I don't know, Charles, if you can show Kenneth Garber. Watch the leaders coming at him when all this happens. Watch one more time.
Yeah, that was, I would love to see it from Kenneth's perspective here, but we're going to see how the 19 got out of shape. Weird bottom
There's
to the
a
top.
19.
Spins it in front of the field, doesn't lock it down up on the top.
Look at the leaders. Look at the leaders.
Ew.
Oh!
No.
Was it good enough for you? Yeah, I've had better.
Yikes.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Chihuahua.
Telling you.
That could've been
Hi,
real bad,
Chihuahua monkey. Hi, Chihuahua monkey.
Monkey. Well, it was about 9 laps to go, 8 laps to go when we go back to green flag. 94, 0-10, that's your front row. 39-46, been your top 4 all race long, it feels like. Kenneth now gets to control the start, and he gets to the bottom right where he wants to be. The lane's starting to shift a little bit, Wes. Back to the bottom being the overall fastest, except for the couple of the guys like the 39 just trying what they can. Right up against that wall. Ripping the lip, is what you would say.
Ripping the lip on the top side.
Pace truck down.
Not done yet.
Throttles up the ready. No, sir. 9 laps to go. We're back to green flag here. The 94 right to the very bottom, right where he wants to be. Travis Barnes goes right to the outside. Going to give up 2 to 3 spots momentarily. Gets them all back. Off of turn 2 into 3. Here comes Tyler King and Brian Barnes. They're going to slide in here to try to steal some spots.
And look at these guys. Whoa, 4 wide, baby. Look at 4 wide, 3 wide now with Shiflets in the middle. And there's contact lift. Oh, Barnes and Shiflet almost crashed. They hold it together, though they go in the 1. And we're a caution again. Oh, no. Troy Daggett's crashed, guys, the 99.
Yellow flag, yet again. You're saying the 99 was the cause of this one. He's flying back up through the field, going right back to where his spot was. Maybe there was some contact? Could be. A lot of trucks around, gets loose there, loosey-goosey. No, yeah, just too loose. Can't hang on to it. The BJ just, he's been a part of what, 4 different wrecks now?
Unbelievable. That's all I'm going to say. Just, wow.
Unbelievable.
We had 4 wide racing a moment ago.
Knoxville. In a truck.
Yes, sir.
These guys are doing it all, man. They're going to wipe off their own windows. They're driving out here 4 wide. They're parking trucks on the back straightaway to get a great camera view. They're doing everything today.
And all the while, Travis Barnes still holding on to the lead.
Is Toby still parked in the infield?
Okay. Toby Ritter's is out of the race. I don't know what happened to him. I guess he got stuck and he couldn't get out, and then he had to exit. He had to retire.
I was hoping to get an onboard of his view of the racetrack in real time, but since he's out, that won't happen. Pace truck lights out. 1 to go. 4 lap shootout. 0-10 to the bottom, 94 to the top.
I was saying we could try to talk to him, but he's not available now. He's already left. He's not available for comment. 4 laps to go. That's the equivalent of 2 miles in this race. This is a half-mile racetrack here. Yeah, Emmett Crow, I don't know what you're thinking. We're not bringing out a water truck. Back underway. 4 to go now. Ready to settle this one here with Barnes in the lead. Look at now, Garber and Childress up on the high side. Here we go, 2 and 3 wide again. Jeremy not done. Garber on the inside going after Childress, and maybe the leader as they come off 4.
Yeah, Garber has to stick to the bottom now with Childress in P2 here. It's going to be a tough battle here, side by side, 3 laps to go. Oh, the 0-10 bounces off the wall. It seems to help Childress when he can do that, and look at him, just zooms by. I think that wall's a useful tool right now for these guys on the top lane.
Here they come, working now off of turn number 4 to the line. This is now 2 to go. Penultimate lap of the race as Barnes is ripping the boards again. Banging off the boards. Garber down below. Childress is right there. And we're not done yet. Working now, down below. Barnes one more time up high. Childress is alongside. Down is Garber. White flag in the air. Final lap presented by We Are Searing. 1 to go. Last lap. Here we go. Final time. Jeremy, they're in 2.
Watch the slide from the 39. He's going to drive it deep to the bottom. No, he's going to stick to the top here. Wait for the 0-10 to make a mistake. Not going to happen. From P1 on the grid to P1. The 0-10 Travis Barnes picks up the 4th checkered flag handed out this season in the Truck Series.
Unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now 4 for 4. But if you're keeping up track, Travis Barnes has also recorded a back-to-back win in the Northwest Racing Series. He won at Gateway. He won. They're slinging and sliding the dirt for the high five salute now. He won at Gateway on Thursday night. And now he gets it done in the dirt. And remember, Jacob, remember, he point blank said he didn't like this place, Jeremy. I don't like Eldor. I don't like Knoxville. I don't like the dirt. Well, unless he played mind games with us, he just freaking won this thing and makes us now 4 for 4 in the spring truck division.
You know, there's been countless broadcasts where I've been asking drivers, how do you feel about this place? And they don't like it, but then they go on to win it, or they don't have any practice and they go on to dominate. I just don't listen to him anymore. I think he has a soft spot for this thing after tonight, whether if he likes it or not.
Yeah, I think he played with us. I think he toyed with all of us. I think he toyed with all of us, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. I agree. So, let the celebration begin. For the driver, of course, of Travis Barnes. The most exciting, destructive celebration in iRacing sports going on right now. The Northwest High Five salute. Any more takers? Anybody else? You got any more? Oh, here he comes. He says, oh, I got more. Oh, I'm by myself. Son of a biscuit. Oh, well.
We're done.
All right, here's the results, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap it up quickly so we can get off the air. I know Jeremy's got to get up early in the morning, and so do I for eNASCAR Australia at 6 a.m. Thank goodness for daylight savings time in Australia now. At least I get an extra hour of sleep. Travis Barnes will pick up the win over Josh Childress. Kenneth Garber, Tyler King, Brian Barnes, Sean Brightsman, Trevor Fetchner, Ryder Shiflett, Seth Cooper, BJ Tidrick in the top 10. Halfway through the field in 11th and 12th will be Dylan Matthews and Kyle Matthews, Jeremy.
You got Ron Hunter in 13th, Troy Daggett P14, Ray Foreigner in 15th. 16th belongs to Brett Johnson, 17th Devin Matthews, 18th will be Frank Harris, 19th Jason Leake. Gary Nichols finishes in 20th place. And the rest of them is Bay Adamson to 21st, Jeff Stabnow, Toby Ritters. And the man who did not start does get credit for 24th, William Fletcher in truck 28.
There you go. When it's all said and done, let's take a look at the race analysis presented by Virginia811.com. And Jeremy, you saw them trucks this weekend, didn't you?
In Florida. I saw it. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Yeah, I mean, they got Virginia 811, they got NC 811, they got Florida 811, they got Georgia 811. We just think that reminding you to dig with care. So 8 cautions, 24 laps of 100 laps, and 4 lead changes when it's all said and done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have very fast post-race. Matter of fact, we're going to step away very quickly. Are we or are we not? We're going to try to bring these guys in the box and take a break. We'll grab the podium, and they will be standing by. We'll talk to them next.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off at RPM Speedway on April 25th. The road to the championship starts here.
One of these races pays $750 to $1,000 a win weekly. This race pays $1,000 just to start the event. There's just so much at stake on top of this race paying $30,000 a win. But I think so many guys are just trying to make the show.
$30,000 is on the line here at the legendary Boot Hill Speedway. We're going to go 50 laps in distance.
The most I've ever raced for is $1,000. This is 29,000 more than that.
You want country stop racing? This is as good as it gets.
You have to go the extra mile in these big races to be able to win them.
The rush, the adrenaline, the people, the charisma.
Dalton Faulkner's going to get the advantage, but here comes Whitehead around the outside.
It's the biggest factory stock race of the year.
It's the best that it could possibly be for grassroots racing.
Factory stock spring nationals and $30,000 richer.
Welcome back to coverage of the Northwest Racing Series Spring Truck Division. Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Allen. We're going to make this quick and go to post-race interviews. Charles Wooten, phenomenal job on production. Let's go to Victory Lane. Travis Barnes, second Northwest win of the year. First for ARCA last Thursday at Gateway. Now here on the dirt at Knoxville. For a place that you don't like, Travis, you definitely found a way to survive it. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, we brought it home and put it P1. Again, so 2 in a row.
Simple words there, man. Got a little sketch there toward the back half of the race. The 96, Matthews kind of threw a little curveball, allowed Childress to get to the inside, and got a little hairy. But you kind of took back that race lead kind of quickly. What were you thinking at that moment?
At that moment, I didn't know where that 96 was going, so chose the wrong spot there. But Childress trying to make something work there, and fortunately we got together there. I think he kind of let me back by. He might have something else to say, but he came up on the radio and apologized. But that's just a racing deal. No harm, no foul there. But yeah, like I said, after stage 1, you know, everything started to rubber up on the inside pretty good and widened up this track greatly. And then towards the end of that run there, about 10-15 laps to go, that top lane was where you wanted to be, probably pretty much putting that right rear on the wall, if not banging it.
Well, buddy, before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors, Travis. And obviously, phenomenal job. We'll see what you can do in the ARCA race on Knoxville Thursday night.
Right on. Appreciate it there, Wesley. Shout out to Sean Jones over here at South Sound Speedway. He taught me everything I know. Shout out to my EBM crew down there that was racing all together. And then shout out to all my friends and family watching at home. I appreciate it. And up here in the booth, appreciate you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Barnes winning here, 4th different winner in 4 races for the spring division here for the Northwest Racing Series. Let's go down and grab the man that's finishing 2nd, and that is Josh Childress. Josh was one of the heat race winners, climbing up to 2nd. Nothing wrong with silver, Josh, and your take of surviving a wild one. It got excited at one time. You were part of some crazy moments, some 4-wide racing, slide jobs, crossovers. Could not get around Barnes, though, but when it's said and done, you'll get 2nd.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, that was definitely fun. Just shout out to Travis, winning that thing. And, yeah, I didn't mean to get into him right there. I kind of had a run, and I was like, he went high, Lapper went low, and it's like, I'll just shoot the middle, see if I can do a slide job. And when I knew it wasn't going to work, I lifted immediately, hit the brakes, and just kind of tried to stay off of him. And so I just kind of let him go back. It's like I didn't want to, get it that way. So I just kind of let him go and followed him again. And what a great race between the top 3 and Casey Garber. He's a tough cookie to crack too, and was able to sneak it out there.
Yeah, Josh, great run, phenomenal job here tonight, P2, and yeah, of course it widened out to the outside, but then the 94 semi was able to just rip the very bottom. Was there any moment in time where you're like, maybe I should try this, or were you just too comfortable riding right up against that wall and sometimes even using it as a tool to your advantage?
Oh no, Casey and Travis have a special niche at that, and I don't. I like to run the Kyle Larson just wide open up top, and I tried the bottom, and there's nothing I could do. I didn't know how to do it, so I just stuck to the outside and just prayed.
All right, buddy. Well, it's always great hearing from you, Josh. We'll let you go, buddy. Please thank your sponsors. We'll see you for ARCA on Thursday.
Yeah, sounds good. I got Plum Perfect, CED, George's Highway to Hobbies, Walters Racing. Shout out to all my teammates. Thanks for the help, and thanks for you guys up in the booth and my wife.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thoughts of Josh Childress. He will finish in the number 2 position. Mr. Garber finishes 3rd, but he is not available for interview. And that will wrap it up as, again, we're going to get off the air. That will, of course, put the trucks in the books. Remember, the trucks are off next week. We have a race on Thursday. We'll do it again. Jeremy Stanley, your final take of tonight. We'll have ARCA from Knoxville Thursday night, sir.
This race was everything I thought it was going to be, and then some. Fantastic racing all the way through the field. And, yeah, let's do it again this coming Thursday. Let's get a repeat of a fantastic finish, and let's get it, man.
Thought we were entreated to a very good one. Normally, these dirt races are not always entertaining. Crashes, wrecks, caution after caution. But it's still a fun one here tonight, no doubt about it. When it's said and done, Travis Barnes becomes the 4th different winner in 4 races in the Northwest Racing Series. By the way, don't forget, we're off in next Monday night. We come back in 2 weeks' time at Texas. ARCA, though, at Knoxville this Thursday. For everybody at the Northwest Racing Series, thanks as always to Jeff Stabnow, Sean Brightsman, John Adebacher, for Charles Wooten, Jeremy Stanley. This is Wesley Outland thanking you and yours for joining us for some exciting virtual dirt racing with the Northwest Trucks. We'll see you for ARCA Thursday night here on LSRTV and CRN. Thanks for watching, listening. Good evening.